What up, though? You already know how I go. Smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. Shout out to all my brothers that support me, all my sisters that support me. Thank you to the ladies on my feed. I love you. I love this, man. I appreciate y'all, man. There's real pages, too. I hooked up or seen y'all on Instagram and everything, too. So I appreciate y'all for loving me. I got a deeper appreciation from womanhood these days. But let's get straight into this video. I want to do a Moorish lesson real quick, right? Because I don't like the way I articulated myself about this particular subject last time. I was a little bit too all over the place. So let's get straight into it. The Moorish Holy Quran, aka the Circle 7, which is not a 7, because you can't confine the 7. That's why it's broken pieces around the circle, so on and so forth. So the Moorish Holy Quran says, suspect no evil until you see it. I'll give it to you in simpler terms. Suspect no evil until you see it. Once you see it, forget it not. Suspect no evil in no one, nobody, until you see it. Once you see it, forget it not. And let me break down what that means. I want to give y'all some real life scenarios on this lesson. And hopefully y'all can build off this and create y'all own lessons, or this relate to y'all as some type of analogy, metaphor, simile, whatever. Okay? So if you suspect no evil in no one until you see it, and once you see it, forget it not. That means don't forget it once you see it. A lot of us ignore the signs that we get from people, right? We ignore the signs, and it later comes back to bite us in the behind, right? So let me give this example. One of the homeboys that I know, he was dating this married woman. Now, she had a husband that gave her everything she wanted: trips to France, Brazil, body augmentations. He took off work, left $1,000 deals on the table to give her more time. Whatever she wanted, she got. But she was cheating with my homeboy. He wasn't doing the best in life, but he wasn't doing what her husband was doing. And he didn't even look better than her husband. But whatever reason she wanted to cheat, she cheated. So eventually down the line, she got a divorce from her husband and started dating my homeboy, right? Couple months into their relationship, he finds her cheating on him. He want to be depressed, want to kill himself, so on and so forth. But if he would have heeded to the warning that if she'll cheat on her husband, instead of just breaking up with him and telling him I'm seeing somebody else, if she'll cheat on her husband, what would have made him think that she wouldn't cheat on him? That's common sense, ain't it? Common sense. Why would you be surprised? I've done that a lot in my life too. I've done it a lot in my life. I had a homeboy. I remember I was talking to this one girl. We was in high school era. I was talking to this one girl, and I was talking to her friend. I didn't know this. Once I found out, I passed her along to him. Her name was Carl. I passed Carl along to him. I wanted Haley. Haley was bad. Haley had a car in high school. Haley from Canton was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And I remember we went over there one day, and things took place. It was her and another girl. Things took place. We was having fun. And she wanted to swap. Right? Crazy story, right? Wanted to switch and talk to me. We ain't gonna get too dirty or detailed or nothing like that, right? This is real life scenarios, right? I told you just the hood version of the lessons. So she asked him, do you mind if I just chill with Mike for a minute and then go over there, in another room and talk to him? Because I did know him first or whatever, and I just didn't understand some things. He got real mad about it. But I ignored that, right? You know how the fellas do. We're sharing is caring. I ignored that one sign. I remember we went to a girl's house and she asked, why did you bring him here? Ugh. He got real mad about it. I said, baby, you being disrespectful, we're gonna leave, so on and so forth. He tried to inbox her behind my back, like, oh, why you don't like me, so on and so forth. I can come over there with some money and all this stuff. He was doing this, and every girl I had, he was going behind me. And I thought maybe it's just the homie. Even though I seen him do it to other people, he probably think that these girls don't mean nothing to me, so that's probably why he doing it. He wouldn't do that to nobody I love or had a child in common with, and he ended up doing just that. Why would I suspect that he wouldn't? I see how he act with just anybody, right? One more situation, right? I had a bunkie named Darnell. We was on a lot of sanctions. That means we was in a room a whole lot. When we could have been outside, we could have been in the day room, but we did a lot of sanctions together sitting in that room. So all he did in all his conversations about what he done in the streets was predicated around stealing. Everything was stealing. I seen him steal from people, so on and so forth. One day I leave the room to go to the med line, but I forget my ID, so I double back around. No more than 15 seconds of me leaving the room, he's in my locker stealing cough drops. And the deodorant top open, so he was using my deodorant and stealing cough drops. So I walk back in. He like, oh man, can I get some of these? I'm like, homie, you already in it. We had a nice little discussion about that. He didn't do it again that I knew of. But he told me who he was ahead of time. He showed me who he was ahead of time. So a lot of us gonna ignore that. Now, when I say the great thing about the Moorish Temple of America is you can apply these same teachings. If you're not living righteous, you can apply these same teachings to the streets. Suspect no evil, no until you see it. Once you see it, forget it not. Who has been an enemy cannot be a friend. If a man got no rule over his life, how can he mend his faults? He can't. He has no order. He has no principle. He has nothing on what he stand on, right? So in these streets, a lot of y'all gonna be hanging with a homie that's known for getting mad at his homeboys or stealing, getting into it with everybody. And you'll think, oh, all right, he wouldn't steal from me. That's my homeboy. But the moment y'all relationship deteriorate and he ain't feeling the same type of way about you, you ain't feeding him like you used to, he gonna be robbing and setting you up just like he did everybody else. But you're gonna ignore the fact because y'all was friends. You're gonna see it in females. They got these certain type of ways. You ever heard the saying, treat them how you meet them? If you met them on crazy terms, you better leave it at that. Treat it like it's a crazy situation. You know, Jay said it best. Y'all be treating one you love in the same way you treat the one that you People will tell you who they are up front. It's on you to notice these signs. It's on you to notice the signs. This Moorish Temple of America thing called the Holy Quran of the Moorish Temple, it is crazy, man. The brother Squeeze a Bay say when you talk to a woman with surety and you say, hey, I'm peaceful, how you doing? I'm peaceful. It hit a lot different. Women tell me, hey, I got kids, you might not want. He who has many kids have many blessings. They like, wow, where you learn that from? Man, that's a good way to look at this Moorish Temple of America thing. You could apply this more than one way. I'm not telling y'all go do dirt and be in the streets running game and pimping and stuff like that, because I've used the teachings for the wrong reasons and got ahead. But easy come, easy go. When you're doing the wrong things, that money will burn a hole in your pocket and it'll fall all out. You'll pay for it. Use the teachings for the right things and apply towards business, legit business. Apply towards meeting people, expanding minds. The MST of A is a cold thing. We might get our stigmas. We might get old school brothers stuck in their old 60s, 70s, 80s ways. But it's a flaw, and it's flaws in every religion that falls among the people, not the prophet, not the literature, not God Allah. That falls among the men. That's why I tell people, after the prophet ceased to be, who you followed after that, it don't really mean nothing, man. It don't mean much. You just follow this person because you trust him. This is your spiritual leader, your advisor. But at the end of the day, he man, and his will is strong. The prophets never was strong. Cherubim and seraphim. They in tune with each other, man. Be one with your fellow creature. Know that Islam always was before Prophet Muhammad. Peace and blessings be upon y'all. That's a story, that's a lesson from the Young Mo's hood version